I work with social media strategy. That's my thing. I've been doing this since 2009, and I like to work with people who are doing amazing things, people who are making a difference, people who are doing something world changing. So whether that's a politician or an entrepreneur or an author or a speaker or a flooring company, people who are doing something awesome, and I like to take what they're doing and help them amplify it, syndicate it across all social media channels, and simplify that process so that we can get a system and reach more customers, reach more people with our message and our mission. So that's what I do.
That's fair enough. So the truth is that I know, and I'm not going to go to a huge amount of names, but you've dealt with some really interesting people in the past. And, from when I was in the internet marketing world, I recognised a lot of the names of people you work with, which obviously, and the beauty of the modern age is that albeit we've been friends for a long time, you've either lived in Australia or you've lived in Chicago or between the two.
Correct.
But the beauty of the age we live in is you can follow people so much easier than you did. So, I've kept up with your progress, you've kept up with mine.
Right.
You deal with a lot of different organisations, but and a lot of your organisations you work with are to do with conceptual mind stuff and information products and internet-based products. Would that be the norm for the way you work, or?
I think so. I mean, over the past few years, we started working with information-based businesses, working with people like in the internet marketing world, people like Frank Kern or Ryan Dice or Eben Pagan and Tony Robbins, stuff like that.
And working just a few,
to just to help them, take what they're doing and figure out Facebook ad traffic and get started, especially back in the day when it was kind of all new and very, it's kind of like the Wild West out there. And so then now we've moved into more of a political landscape where we work with politicians and members of government, where we help them reach their audience more effectively. So as we all know, social media is a huge part of elections and political campaigns and political livelihood now. And we also work with bricks and mortar businesses. So that's like real businesses on the ground, day to day, doing business, needing customers to come into their location. And that's also a big thing of what we do.
So that's us.
That's you. That's exactly right. So we need people to ring us up, and we don't want to just have social media where we get a bunch of likes or engagement or fluffy metrics, as I like to call them. It's actual sales, leads and sales and traffic and money in the bank. And that's social media can do that for you. So that's what I do.
Do I'm really glad to hear that.
Exactly.
So, is there a difference between the way you would do things with like a politician? I mean, clearly, we're completely different things, aren't we? But the message has to be different. The route to doing it is different.
The roots are exactly the same, in my opinion. It's exactly the same. As long as your business is legitimate and you have a platform to stand on, you have a reason for being in business. And I think that just about as long as you're not shady or shafting people or selling, snake oil or something like that, we can pull out the key points of your business and then reach customers who want to hear what it is that you have to say.
I think when you said the platform to stand on, flooring is a very good analogy.
Oh, there you go. See, I didn't even plan that.
Look, and that's actually an interesting point because, very well where I've come from. That I spent 4 years in this internet marketing world, but the previous 15 to 20 of that has been in this event infrastructure flooring thing. And the funny thing, when you go to trade shows, you might have the toughest, roughest bit of kit, which is monster thick and all this kind of stuff. And you get these people walk up and they will literally kick it. As if, you can stick a 70-ton tank on this, you kicking it, you're not going to do it. But they want to do it. But, that was a really interesting thing, because what it meant is you have a real, tangible, solid product. And this is, to me, the world of difference. When you mentioned the people like Ryan Dice and stuff, and they work on people's dreams and harvesting people's dreams is how these guys do the incredible business. And I found that, that's almost, it's like, we'll give you this idea in 10 years' time, this will happen. A bit like selling pensions, financial services. Whereas this, what I really like about this is you can have this, here's a bloody great problem, but if I stick this thing here, it will sort it out. And it's for people, it's very easy for them to get that in mind. So I'm hoping what you can do is really bring that out to people. And
Yes.
help
And
people
helping,
understand
sometimes
that.
business owners are too close to what it is that they sell. So if they sell information, or they sell ideas, or they sell consulting, or they sell flooring, or they sell books or food or haircuts or whatever, sometimes you're too close to it to see. And so when somebody like me comes in and we can see what it is you're doing, and we can see why people connect with you, and then we can match that up and then kind of translate what it is that you're doing in the real world to the social media landscape and help drive more traffic, sales, leads, all that good stuff. So that's what we do.
This is what we want. Okay, so look, that's probably lovely, and I think that's quite long enough for tonight. And you've been kind of giving me lots of your time today, talking about other things as well. So, everybody who sees our Facebook page, our LinkedIn page, and whatever other pages we set up, meet the person who's going to be part of that. Thank you very much, Jen. Good to talk to you.
You're welcome.
See you
Thanks
later.
So much, JD.
All right, matey. I'll be off.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.